What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to the chapters Cracks in the Blade and A Feeble Flame. Looking forward to these. Obviously we had the Revelations chapters last time out. Again, it's been a little while since I read those. Again, it's quite a shame in my schedule that I read these back to back on days. Again, doesn't keep my mind too fresh. You guys know my memory isn't the greatest anyway, but we had quite a few almost godlike, well, not godlike is the wrong word, kind of heavenly occurrences and kind of visions in the last in these Revelations chapters, didn't we? We saw Charlotte again for the first time in a while. We saw her father's kind of visions here, and then again I think it might be Femto behind these, but again I'm not really sure. At all, to be honest with you. But I think we ended up with Zods, didn't we? I think we just saw a glimpse of that here. Let me yeah, Zod's bloody horn got cut off. Like for real, he got killed, but I'm not sure that probably would kill him, but he got killed, and then actually turns out that was a bit of a vision, but also not really, because his horn did get cut off. But yeah, there was a lot to do with this idol, wasn't there? So Casca again, we saw a little vision of her, our son warning us. And what a cutie. First time I've seen him without actually blasphemizing him and telling us to kill him. Telling Guts to kill him, I should say. I've always been quite mean to this guy. Again, like, I think you can understand why. He's a demon, but he's not an average demon, is he? A bit of a special case. As he kind of burns away. But yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing Casca again soon. I've been kind of hoping for that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these new chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I did ask in the last one to have some of your opinions on what happened in those last 3 chapters, but again, with the schedule, I'm actually watching this before I've released that video, so I won't see them this time, but hopefully tomorrow or the next second video after this one. I'll have read your guys' comments on that. Yeah, we've got to start with the birth ceremony chapter, Cracks in the Blade. So this is this perhaps the girl we left Casca with, and daughter of, or the granddaughter of the old man, or is this a new character? Looks like she's getting some wood with a very Jason Voorhees-like machete. I don't know what it is with Japan. I didn't realize they were such big fans of, especially Friday the 13th. Considering that series isn't the best, like it's pretty cheesy, kind of. Again, almost so bad it's good, especially at the start series. It does have some good movies. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like a masterpiece or anything. But again, I'm quite surprised at the popularity of Friday the 13th. I see quite a lot of like references of that in like comedy anime and just in general. I don't see anything for like Nightmare on Elm Street, which is, in my opinion, by far better. And like, I don't think I've seen any Texas Chainsaw or anything like that. It's like they love Friday the 13th. Again, it's a bit strange, but especially considering it's just like a bunch of rip-off movies almost. Enough of that. Obviously, this isn't a reference. That's literally just a machete. Again, I've seen a fair few. Hockey mask. Maybe it's just because that's so iconic. Snow. Snow falls. I think especially as a kid for me, Jason was scary as hell. Just like an undeniable monster. No words, nothing. Was a human, came back as a zombie. Yeah, it's pretty cheesy. I mean, my favourite one of those movies literally had a James Bond fucking intro for Jason. Spirits of Winter. gently from the sky, spirit of winter. It falls down like fluff. It dances lightly down. Try to catch it. See how wondrous. Oh, Puck. We haven't had too much of Puck recently. I'm kind of scared if we ever do lose Puck, this series will just be darkness. Won't it? Blowing lots of bubbles. Spirit of winter. Yes, I caught something neat. Rickert! Yeah, so it is that girl. Grown a little bit, I'm pretty sure. A little bit. A couple of years past. A chestnut head goblin. A goblin. You know what? I could see leprechaun, perhaps. Goblin, I don't know. Another really funny set of B movies. Leprechaun. Yo, you got a bit taller, didn't you? Oh, yeah, relief. Because again, that silhouette is scary as fuck, isn't it? To be honest. I was on the topic of Jason. It kind of looks like a kind of in the woods kind of serial killer. Lovely little moment here. Who the hell is this? Who is this? No. Should I know? Probably should know, but I don't. So she's welding something. Horseshoes. Rickert. Welcome home, Erica. Good work. Thanks. You look a lot stronger. Didn't recognize you. Guts? Is this the girl from the Am I tripping here? Is this the girl from the Devil Dog stuff? I really forget. Apologies, guys. Guts, you're alive. No word from you two in years. Where in the world? And why? I'm looking forward to seeing Rickert again. Sorry, Rickert. Wait, this is Rickert? Well, that was a girl. Do you know what? He has got, I say men's arms, but they are men's arms. Wow. Yeah, again, I assumed that was a girl. From the hair. I really need to stop assuming stuff from the hair in anime. It seems obvious with like all these, especially in anime. In the manga, I think it's maybe a bit more acceptable. There's been a lot of male, feminine looking members, haven't there? Let's be honest. But especially in like anime, where the blue hair, you think, oh, this blue hair character is related to this one because they've both got blue hair, but no. Like the only one person in Japan with blue hair is related to the other only person with blue hair, but apparently not. But yeah, I need to stop assuming things like that. I think this is Rickert. Wow, he's grown a lot, hasn't he? But yeah, he's grown a lot. And do you know what? That it does look like little Rickert from this little shot here, doesn't it? Wow. Well, no wonder I don't recognise him. Or whoever this was. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the girl I was talking about in the Devil Dog chapter, I was talking about the kind of main girl there that the guy was after. I'm pretty sure she died, right? Not 100% sure. Sorry, Rickert. Before that, is Casca safe? What's wrong? Casca's not here. What? What's that mean? What's that supposed to mean, Rickert? Guts. Well, where the fuck has she gone? I mean, again, I kind of hated the fact that she was stuck here. That would be a horrible kind of existence, wouldn't it? No freedom whatsoever. Just stuck in a cave. But it's better than the alternative, isn't it? Or is it? I'm not sure. Would you live a life in a cave, or would you risk death to live an adventurous, kind of half-decent life? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'd pick. Like, hopefully I'll never get in that situation. Why not? Since when? Where the hell? Ah, that's him. Got the girl crying already. Oh god. I did it. It's my fault. It's because I went and took her outside. Erica? It happened about a month ago. Okay, that's good to hear, to be honest. It wasn't like a year or so of lost Casca. A month's a long time. You can go far in a month. You can travel the world in a month. Not in this time. Not in this time at all. Casca had lived in the cave for so long, she was pretty sick of it. Lately she had gotten where she wouldn't even eat much. Like taking a dog for a walk right here. Erica couldn't stand seeing it. Yeah, well, that's pretty good. I said that, to be honest. It's not pretty good, but honestly, like what she was almost. She was like a bit of a dog keeping a shed. Kept in a shed for a year, let it out once in a while. Pretty fucking sad, isn't it? Erica couldn't stand seeing it, so she took her along to go pick fruit. Before I knew it, she was gone. I looked for her until the sun went down, but I couldn't find her. So she was missing in the daytime, which is a good sign. But Rickert, what are you doing here? You know full well how Casca is now. And yet here you are. Why aren't you out looking for her? A month later? Fucking hell, guts. Stupid guts. Stupid, stupid, stupid. This is not the most warm welcome, is it? So far. Understandably, because the vision's guts got. They are still kids. What's the big idea? What about what you did? She makes a good point. You were missing for 2 years, my bro. You went and left her here, and then you went off somewhere for 2 years. You don't even know how Rickert feels. He did go look for her, again and again this past month. He went to look for her as much as he could. But Rickert came back to us. My little Rickert's grown into a man, is he? Bad look on his face. Respect Rickert, respect Rickert. He came back home to us. There's a reason I can't leave. Oh wow, it's this guy here. Not in good health either. Still got his fucking stacked arms. But yeah, he's an old man, isn't he? Too much noise. I can't even sleep. Godo. Wipe that wipe that stupid look off your face. I can't. I hear you can't throw a rock without hitting a dead body down there. So what's so weird about seeing a half-dead old man or two? Again, another nice reception. Wipe that stupid look off your face. Oh wow. Plague? Nothing so special as all that. It's just old age. Old age. You know what, it would be kind of refreshing to see someone die to old age in this series. Just when I thought I'd have a quiet, peaceful death, the noisy idiot had come back. Well, you get to be here at my death, I guess. God's being nice to you. So, enough of the long-winded speech. Let me see the sword in hand. What happens when Godo dies? I guess Godo probably better teach. He is looking a bit skinnier, isn't he? Look like he's shaking a little bit here. But oh yeah, I mean, surely Godo would have to just teach Guts how to sort out his own sword and arm. No one else is going to be able to do it. Yeah, sword has seen better days. I didn't think it was this messed up, but it's pretty messed up, isn't it? Not that bad. Don't get me wrong. But it's been through a lot. A load of little chunks, which would be pretty big chunks in a usual sword. Blade nicks, blood rust. A lot of rust, I imagine. But yeah, the arm doesn't look in too great condition either. Bends. Shouldn't be this way even after 10 years. This is gonna take more than just a little elbow grease. You really make a blacksmith cry. You know that? What, cry? I was gonna say, I think that's the wrong expression because I think blacksmiths like this kind of stuff, but I think in that he says that in terms of the way he's treating his stuff. He's fucking treating it like this. I mean, they're happy to work on stuff like this, but that they're a bit sad that he's treating them like this. These pieces that they've worked so hard on. I'm guessing you swing and shoot too often to eat or sleep. You can't stay sane forever fighting that way. Yeah. Your face looks even more tense now than it did before. So if you didn't hate that much, you wouldn't even be able to stand up, huh? 2 years ago, when Rickert rolled in here with the two of you busted up, I didn't know what it was that happened to you all. Afterwards, when that monster came calling, I guess I had some clue what it could have been. So you'll wager more against things like that. I can't even say for sure if that's the right thing to do. But worse, you do it for retaliation, for revenge. Why not run away? From war, from hatred. Good question. Good question. It's just that's been our whole life, really. That's been Guts' whole life. And I mean, after what he's seen, the thing. These are good questions, but no one's truly seen what Guts has seen and experienced what he's experienced. What? Just listen. Yeah, it does sound like it's coming from a dying person, doesn't it? The preciousness of life when you're at life's end. It's only when you truly understand it. The thing about hatred is the place where people who can't look sorrow in the eye without wavering run off to. Even more than a blood-rusted sword, vengeance is something you soak and sharpen in blood. Apologies. Even more than a blood-rusted sword, vengeance is something you soak and sharpen in blood. You sink the blade called your heart deep into blood in order to fix the nicks called sorrow. The more you sharpen, the more it rusts, so sharpen it again. In the end, all that's left is a pile of rust and scraps. You know what, this kind of checks out, doesn't it? Damn cracks called fear, running all through it. Oh, sorry, I read that in the wrong place, my bad. But he's bringing up some good points here, isn't he? Ah, come on. They ain't like you to lecture. You telling me to become a blacksmith or something? I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to. You've got some huge nicks in your heart. Damn cracks called fear, running all through it. You don't know. You don't understand. In this cozy place, you're about to die with nothing left behind to regret. You don't get it. No one, no human understands that. Again, no one does understand that. No one will. Except Femto, probably. Or he would have. Again, he does. This old man really does bring up some good points here as well, though, doesn't he? He died. No one was left. No one. None of it made any sense. Suddenly, unfairly, like bugs, without understanding anything. They were all young. They could have done something if they'd lived, but still, in an instant, to me they were irreplaceable. You abandoned those irreplaceable things. You went alone. On that day 2 years ago, in your hopeless suffering, you left the last irreplaceable things you had and went away by yourself. He did, to be fair. Left Casca, left Rickert, the only two remaining members. I mean, especially Rickert, because Casca obviously was, but okay, that's not the same Casca, is it? So you could kind of count her as gone as well a little bit. Not fully, but you were right beside those irreplaceable things. Yet you couldn't bear to immerse yourself together in the sorrow with them. So instead, you ran away so that your own malice could burn inside you. Am I wrong? Hey, some harsh truths right here. Do you have any place criticising Rickert, who you left here? Do you have any place talking about revenge for your friends, when you're the one who went off abandoning that girl here? At the critical moment, you go and choose yourself and rely on fighting. You're like a damn sword on the battlefield, a drawn sword on the battlefield, one with countless nicks soaked in blood and rusting. So it's almost like his actual treatment of his weapons. I feel like this is quite poetic for a blacksmith as well. He's able to decipher all this based off guts, but based off his weapons as well. Really shows how good a blacksmith he is. Guts pretty much is the care that he took of his sword, all those little cracks and nicks and little bits coming off him, or the rust. Pretty amazing, isn't it? With a lethal crack in it, a sword that's begun to break. And that's the end of the chapter. Wow, that went by really quickly, didn't it? Seeing some old faces, but wow, again, that was brilliant. Like I said, that really amazing how he's able to discern all this. Again, based off facts and what we know, but also from just amazing that it's like this tells you that as well. This is the story of what happened for those 2 years. The care that has been taken of these tools. Wow, again, not the most warm, not the most warm return, but it was never going to be, was it? So let's get into a feeble flame. Fucking hate adverts. So again, I really like ad block or something, but I can't ever be bothered to. It's not ever that big a problem for me to ever actually get ad block or anything. Got to press a couple X's usually, but it's annoying that this one covers the page on the first fucking page of any chapter. Hurry, this way, this way. Probably isn't going to be a long video, is it? Comparison to the last one. Hurry, this way, this way. See there. Wow, what the hell? What is this? A bunch of swords. The Birth Ceremony chapter. So I haven't really comprehended that title. Birth Ceremony. The birth of a new demon. Pretty sure. What are these? I was gonna say that they kind of look like kind of makeshift graves. You'd put like 2 bits of wood together, but with swords. The graves. It's nowhere. Are these the graves for the people with the Band of the Hawk? They've been making these swords to use them as graves. Nowhere near the right number. I made them as practice. And it's not like everybody's underneath here. But maybe it's some constellation. We did all this the time in the field. We did this all the time in the field, didn't we? We did this all the time in the field, didn't we? There we go. That's how you read that. 2 years. Plenty of time for a person to change. In the time I've gone on hating Rickert's. In the time I've gone on hating, Rickert's done this. Funerals to accept the death of his comrades. He found a new way to live. Through that vigorous strength of his. Pretty fucking awesome to see, isn't it? And a lot of fucking work as well, just to use these as tombs. Like I said, usually they just stick 2 bits of wood together, simple as. The man's really created all these swords just to use them as tombstones for his fallen comrades. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Especially as Rickert didn't even. Again, he just kind of had to accept all this. He didn't see it happen. He didn't experience it really. He just came back and everyone was dead. He just came back and had to accept every one of his friends had died. These guys are so cute, aren't they? Still though, I'm amazed that the boy from back then would turn out to be Guts' friend. What a shocker. Yeah, really. Thanks to you, both Guts and Casca narrowly escaped dying then. I have to thank you for that. All lies within the casual current. Or something like that. What was it that Void said? All lies within the casual current. I'm pretty sure Puck didn't witness what Void said, but that's pretty similar to the quote. The kind of causality, was it? The current of causality, if I remember correctly. All lies within the current of causality. Or within the casual current. Or something like that. Pretty happy I remember that. Again, you guys know my memory isn't the best. But I do remember laughing at that line for a couple minutes. Because I didn't actually know that it was causality. I thought it was casualty. I guess it's like we're all tied together by a red thread of destiny. Me too. Me too. No, not red. It's just the cave. By the way, you've been cured of your fear of elves yet? Ah, no, not yet. Then later on, I'll stake my life on you, on treating you. Oh no, don't bother. The same as it was. This is definitely somewhere else lived. No evil spirit's going to be able to sneak in here easily. I know that you're anxious, but rest well tonight. So yeah, this is Guts' home for the night, I guess. So elves were here, hey? Did we know that before? I'm not sure. Don't think we did. There's a lot to talk about, but for now we'll hurry and repair your sword and hand. They look pretty abused, so we'll get them to where you can head out soon. They sure do. Pretty abused. Rickert, huh? What about me? You'll be cuddling with me. About earlier. I'm sorry. No. I'm the one who's sorry. I got impatient too, but these 2 years being here, Hey, what am I? A babysitter? You got a problem? Realize some important things. Alright then. Good night. Good night. See you again if fate decrees. Ooh. Good night's sleep for once, for guts. Like to see that. Ow. His safety blanket. Not here, so he can't sleep. Wow. The one time he's able to get some rest. It's no use. Even though I'm safe. There's no way I can sleep in the dark without my sword. Have we ever seen Guts sleep without his sword? No. Chances are I won't be able to sleep at night for the rest of my life. Ah. That's sad. This is the only kind of place, I mean, it's just not our home, but this is the only place that can be even remotely close to being called a home. And it's like this even here. Crazy, isn't it? As the image of Casca just flashes. You went alone. You were right beside those irreplaceable things. Yet you couldn't bear to immerse yourself together in the sorrow with them. So instead, you ran away so that your own malice could burn within you. Damn. Fucking hell. Bloody hell. This is amazing, isn't it? This one right here is really cool. I like this expression a lot. Oh, I like this as well. It's like there's a couple eyeballs there, there's a little head popping out as well. Nah, this one's cool as fuck as well, isn't it? That looks very scary. And it's just got a random human face as its nose. And I literally didn't even see Casca. I did not even notice Casca was here. Bloody hell. This guy looks pretty funny, doesn't he? Like posing for a muscle contest. Yeah, I literally didn't even notice Casca was there. Hell of a fucking bit of artwork, isn't it? Like all these heads as well, all these decapitated heads. Bloody hell. Ugh, I'll see this again. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Oh god. I didn't run away. I can't run. Not from the last thing. seared into my right eye. That is horrible, isn't it? The last thing he ever saw with that eye was that. Burned into his memory. Horrible, isn't it? Fear, malice? I don't know. Possibly it's both. But I can never atone for this dark flame. Oh shit. There's that fox thing again. If I can't atone, if I can't escape, all I can do is burn myself and my enemies with it. And again, it's an interesting point, isn't it? This does bring up that discussion again of that darkness within / surrounding guts. That dark flame that will eventually, if this does continue, consume him. I mean, it could say it already has, perhaps. I feel like when he's asking these type of questions, that's probably not the case, but very intriguing, isn't it? This dark beast that lies behind him. The blood must flow, so keep killing. It will still thirst forever, all alone, always. Maybe what Godo said is right, though. What could I say now when I left her in a state like that? I've got no right talking about revenge for my comrades when I abandoned Casca. Abandoned the band of the Hawk itself. A lot to think about down here. Well, it's lovely that we actually, again, like, I know we can't sleep here, but it's nice that we at least get a chance to think down here. You mean former Raiders captain? I won't recognise it. I don't know if it was for some dream or what, but he left on his own. He wasn't here when things were at their worst for us. Think I can call someone like that a comrade? You've already separated yourself. There's no obligation for you to go that far. Take her with you, even if you have to drag her this time. If you don't, she... Seen some old faces today, bloody hell. You fight your own battles, right? You have to go. Even if it's alone, you have to go. That's a pretty fucking cool shot right there, isn't it? That's right. Long ago. Ever since then. I haven't had that right. I started this war myself. It's definitely different from what I had wished for then. But at least it's not like anyone forced me to do it. I declared this war myself. Dagger. But still. What's burning me ain't just this black flame. All these little campfires. Everyone having a little bit of fun. What is Rickert doing here? Fucking abusing Rickert? Caucus, what? Abusing Rickert with a, what? Chicken wing? Bone of some creature. I see it all these guys again, though, isn't it? What's burning me ain't just this black flame. Campfire from those days still burns in my chest. Damn, this is a fucking cool image as well, isn't it? Not sure why Casca's neck looks like that. Almost looks a bit demonic. I think her neck's alright. It is slightly long, but it's like, what's underneath the neck? Like, what is that? Definitely not her body. Yeah, the campfire from those days still burns in my chest. That feeling of love and home. Something unusual for Guts. A rare finding for almost anyone. It's been lost. All underneath the cape of Griffith. Again, this is a really cool artwork, isn't it? I will say this neck really does take me out a little bit. But even so, it's a really cool bit of art, isn't it? I wonder why he done that. I was gonna say she maybe standing sideways and looking like that, but no, I don't think so. That's right. Wasn't this last feeble flame left to me? All that barely kept me from being consumed by the black flame. What have I done? Did I again? Did I go and do it again? So is this it's relating to the time they left the Band of the Hawk the first time, right? Those steps walking away in the snow from Griffith after beating him, leaving everyone behind. Damn. You mean, did I lose something before I even noticed it again? Again? Without even knowing? Without even realizing I'd thrown it from the palm of my hand? Horrible, isn't it? It is very much like that time. You don't realize what you have before you lose it. Twice. Twice. When the sky falls at the holy ground, blind sheep gather and erect a pillar of fire. No. Still don't really understand that. Does that relate to this situation? I mean, it's here, so I imagine it does, but I don't see how. I mean, I know the kind of meaning of the fires and the flames of all those Band of the Hawk members that shot with all those fires and young dreams and such, but it's maybe relating to, I don't know. No, not yet. The flame, it's not yet blown out. Not yet. Oh, I think maybe he's just looking back at that vision, saying that Casca's not dead yet. Haven't thrown it away just yet. Not too late. This time, I swear, I'll never lose her again. Damn. Looking like a protagonist in this short, Guts. Looking like a protagonist, not a villain. Look at those ribs, by the way. And that is the end. Wow. Again, really good chapters today, weren't they? Like I said, it's nice seeing a few old faces. A few of the old Band of Hawk members. Very interesting introspection into Guts as well, wasn't it? Like I said, I really loved the stuff in the first chapter with seeing Godo's kind of assessment of the situation. And again, he was right for someone who doesn't know what happened. But again, it's something that no one, well, hardly anyone ever experiences. No human can relate to Guts. Has seen what he's seen, what's been burned into his brain. And you can understand a man for doing this. But again, it does feel like that last time when it did leave the Band of the Hawk to make his own dream. I've done that again here and left those precious things behind. I'm still wondering about this. It's like literally this is going to happen, but I'm still wondering about what this means, kind of figuratively. Yeah, nice seeing a bunch of the whole Hawk members, and again, I really like this shot as well. This shot was cool as hell, wasn't it? Just this darkness behind Guts, where his shadow would be. Kind of set this up as well. I was wondering the whole time the shadow was always in these shots. This kind of darkness right here. But at this point, it's just go for it, isn't it? Like, you gotta continue, Guts. You gotta wipe this stain off the face of this earth, because this is like this darkness will happen to other people, if you know what I'm saying. Don't really want anyone else to go through all this shit, get killed by these devils and demons, and witness what he's witnessed. Take your vengeance, my bro. Take your vengeance. This was a fucking sick shot as well, wasn't it? Again, lovely seeing everyone's faces. Love this as well from little Rickert, making all these graves. I don't think it's quite done yet. I think there's probably still quite a few more to make. But gotta love the effort, haven't you? Gotta love the effort from the little man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, probably a reasonably short episode today. Obviously, only the 2 chapters, especially again in comparison to the last one. But we will have a little look at the chapters we'll be covering next time, I guess. Almost forgot that, all that dog shit, horse shit, with the creepy ass horse happened in this volume. I think it's because again it kind of got split in between two of these chapters. But yeah, next time we'll actually be ending out the volume. We'll be doing To the Holy Ground Part 1 and 2. So hopefully you can join me then. Let me know what you guys thought of these chapters down in the comment section. Again, a lot of old faces here. It was really nice to see some nice wholesome moments, as well as some of the horrors as well, of course. But leave a like on the video as well if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. As I said, I'll be back next time to end off this chapter. So looking forward to see how we end things off, and then I'll probably have a little sneak peek at the start of volume 18 as well. So hopefully you join me then. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.